So, this is it. The very last race in the series. And what a journey we have been on. The highs and the lows. Hundreds of thousands of miles have passed beneath our tires. And as our chain lube runs dry, our inner tubes deflate and our bottles empty. The very last chapter of the Pan Celtic race comes to a close. Starring the clan of 2024. This is the Pan Celtic Magnum Opus, our greatest work so far.
This year's full route was 1,426 miles with 84,630 feet of climbing. The short route was 1,145 miles with 67,743 feet. With each Magnum Opus being unique and depending on the route chosen, our Magnum Opus riders would ride approximately 2,500 miles with around 150,000 feet of climbing.
Hey, look who it is. It's me, the Chief, and I'm in a bath. Why? Because if Margot Robbie can explain the housing crash from the film The Big Short from her bath, then I can explain to you what the Magnum Opus is from my bath. So what is a Magnum Opus? Well, basically it's Latin and it means our greatest work, which is exactly what this one is. It's our most biggest, our most boldest, our most ridiculous Pan-Celtic race yet. A final chapter, a swan song. The fevered dream of somebody who thought this was going to be a good idea. Here's how it works. You get to pick one of 5 Celtic nations to start from. Wales, Scotland, Ireland, Cornwall or Brittany. Each one has 3 fixed sections. We call them parcours. You ride them on your own in order. No shortcuts, no support, no excuses. Your goal? Reach the Isle of Man by July the 6th. Take on a time trial around a TT course. Yes, that TT course. And then you merge into the main race, like you haven't already just ridden through numerous countries with over 1,000 miles already in the legs. And yes, there is a winner, not just for one part, but both. Whoever clocks the shortest time across their Magnum Opus route and the main Pan-Celtic race takes the crown. The champion of champions, the Magnum Equess. It's not just about riding far, it's about riding far, fast. There's no prizes, no podiums, just 1,000-yard stare and stories you'll dine out on for years to come. We'll never run this one again, because you never repeat a Magnum Opus. You ride it, you survive it, you wear it like a scar. Got it? Good. Now, if you don't mind, I've got 2 brews to finish off here. So please, fuck off.
All right, here it is. This is the official start of the Magnum Opus Kernow from Land's End all the way to Isle of Man.
Magnum Opus riders were allowed to begin their ride 10 days prior to the Pan Celtic Ultra 2024.
This is it. Made it to Land's End.
Giving them ample time to complete their additional 1,000+ miles.
Alex Boswell, Cap 100, reporting for duty.
However, once started, their own personal clock would not stop until 6 p.m. at the close of sign-on, and with lowest aggregate time determining their overall position, the later they leave, the better their chances.
I had so much fun racing for the ferry. I just frickin' went for it.
A few of the more daring riders would give themselves 3 to 4 days to complete their mandatory parcours.
Pan Celtic Day 4. 101 miles done now, today.
While only the insane would leave 2 and a bit days to arrive upon the Isle of Man in time. Craig Nielsen left later than anyone believed possible, leaving everyone guessing as to whether or not he'd make it in time.
Here we are at checkpoint 2. They said it couldn't be done. 600k, just over 24 hours. Leaves me 24 hours to cover the last 450k. That's not even 20 kph. That's not even 19 kph. Right.
With all the Magnum Opus riders safely arriving before the cut-off, they join the rest of their fellow clanmates ready to start the first stage of the Pan Celtic Ultra 2024, a 100-mile time trial at the home of the world-famous motorcycle TT.
Right round the island and I'll see you on the ferry. Alright, don't ride down the island.
The race around the Isle of Man would begin in the evening, with riders facing the added challenge of racing through the night in the dark with the pressure of catching the only ferry available early on Sunday morning. Isle of Man is famed for the world-renowned time trial, and the roads, free from speed restrictions, would give riders a taste of the rapid racing etched along checkered curbsides. As the weather slowly turned, with rain, wind and thick mist blowing across the route, riders' lights could be seen across the island as they flickered in and out of view. Ultra riders David Scott and Chris McNaughton would lay down the markers as the fastest riders to complete the TT, with close rival Josh Reed not far behind.
It's hard in the dark, isn't it? It's the concentrating and stuff. It's a different ball game. I like you'd hit a category.
Oh, mate. Yeah, I like the way it's patterned on your socks. It's like tie-dye, innit?
Oh, I'm tired, man. I'm just tired, bro. Like, I've been chilling it. I've literally just been just relaxing, and because my blood sugar levels, they literally crash between between the times of 3 and 5 o'clock in the morning. Like, it's basically like the graveyard shift for everyone.
Yeah, I was like, just gonna be chill, a nice 100 miles around the Isle of Man.
Oh my goodness.
Then all of a sudden it was like bam, bam, bam.
Brutal.
That's my impression of the time trial.
Rachel Nolan proved to be the quickest woman, followed closely by Kirsty Bramley and Fiona Sharp. As with our Ultra 2022, where riders crossed from South Wales to Ireland, the Clan of 2024 would again experience a neutralised crossing from Douglas to Heysham, where the next leg of the adventure would begin. Here we gathered one last time as a clan to ignite the final stage in a race for the ages. The Ultra 2024 would bring down the curtain on a series of races that began way back in 2019 and finish where it all started. The race to Inverness was on. Immediately setting the tone, Dave Scott and Josh Reed took to the front of the Ultra race, Chris McNaughton keeping pace with the savagely steep Lake District passes lying in wait.
So brutal. First one, fully, legs were gone, and that was just like game over. Can't believe I'm pushing a bike up a hill. First time for everything.
As the light faded and the glorious landscapes of Cumbria became enveloped in a soft, warming golden hour, the clan would be welcomed into the evening with some of the toughest climbing found on these shores. You can thank the Chief Matt Ryan for the inclusion of the barbaric Rhinos Pass, swiftly followed by Hard Knot. Just plain mean if you ask me. Rachel Nolan pushed hard with a smile on her face as she battled those around her to show that she was here to compete in the overall standings, having already taken the overall win on Transatlantic Way. Could she repeat the feat on this, our final Pan Celtic Ultra 2024? Alex Boswell, having endured some miserable luck in previous editions, was keen to finally add a win to his impressive performances over these last few years. And although having already completed the first leg of the Magnum Opus, was keeping pace with the leaders of the Ultra and constantly chipping away at the lead held by Craig Nilsson.
No, that was fucking brutal. Like, I'm again not afraid to say that I'd walk most of that. That bit on the second one. The second one's even worse than the fucking worst one. The first one. Yeah, no, I did not enjoy that. I've loved my leg.
This is the mature Boswell's very, very tired,
but is riding frustratingly strong.
Who? Do you think he's going to break?
Yeah, he can't. His eyes. You can see how tired he is in his eyes. So, great.
Make a prediction for us, come on. At what point is the race going to flip on its head? Because at the moment, Nilsson's got it there, hasn't he? It's in his hand.
Yeah.
It's his gift.
Yeah.
And is he going to keep it to himself or is he going to give it to someone else?
Well, he's not going to give it away, is he? Let's face that. But like, whether he can ride through the night like Neil and I might be able to for the next few nights or whatever.
What's your plan from here then?
Well, I'm planning on riding through the night.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Hallelujah. That could put you in a good place.
Slipping in, it's still my weakness. Rock on.
He can't have slept much.
He hasn't slept at all.
Fucking hell. He's asking for trouble. Been right next to this, hasn't it? He hasn't slept one bit.
No. He just literally stopped here for 5 minutes.
Okay.
Interestingly, we found that our main protagonists racing the Ultra were using completely different tactics this year. Dave Scott opted to take advantage of staying in hotels and sleeping well, enabling him to ride faster during the day. Carrying minimal equipment also meant that he was travelling far lighter than anyone else and enjoying much faster average speeds as a result.
How are you feeling, mate?
Yeah, good. Yeah, got 3.5 hours sleep at Cockermouth, but I arrived about 20 minutes or half an hour later than I thought I was going to because we got sent up a bridleway that was about 4 miles long, and I had to walk most of it. Fucking nuts.
Josh Reed and Chris McNaughton, on the other hand, were carrying all of the equipment they needed, riding through the nights on minimal sleep and enjoying the benefits of riding more miles but at a slower pace.
You said you were going to stop, you thought you were going to have a sleep at checkpoint, weren't you?
I thought I was, but I wanted to be out of sight, out of mind. I didn't want anyone to see me. I don't think anyone's left the checkpoint yet. I've got quite a bit of a lead. I think people have had sleep, but I've got 4 vegan sausage rolls, so who's really winning?
Which of these tactics would be most successful is always an interesting watch.
Love from the first light, I was taking you, stirred from a dream. You were not yet awakened. I knew this feeling would stay always. But some things in life you can be certain, like birds in ceiling who keep returning. I'll fly across the ocean and never lose my way.
Simone Eire and Taylor Doyle left almost 20 hours apart, lighting the blue touch paper on an old rivalry that would begin an epic battle over the coming 10 days. Taylor Doyle, having already had shifter issues during her Magnum Opus first leg, stepped on her mobile phone while climbing out of her bivvy bag, allowing Simone to add a little pressure as she started chipping into the lead held by Taylor.
It was first my shifter, my cassette on Kernow. Then it was a new phone, brand new phone. And then today in Eire, I thought it would be a new Wahoo. And then after 2 hours of it overheating, it started charging again. So, but also,
I'm basically in two minds about what to do, because I haven't looked at the tracker since this morning, but I know that I'm just so behind, but I don't want to look at it because I might just get really discouraged. Yeah, I'd love to catch up though. And I don't want the sort of like the race I've been racing to be sort of like over. Yeah, I don't know where Simone is though. She's obviously, the person I'm chasing, which is like, it's so fun to have, somebody so strong to be like chasing after like a carrot and to like wonder where she is. And it was like literally just yesterday that we were like doing this, so it's quite sad that there's a huge gap all of a sudden. Yeah.
Simone Eire and Doyle, as she affectionately refers to her rival, continue to battle it out, alongside Meg Davis, who, with a carrot for a headlight, is keen to show her determination at this, her first attempt at an ultra.
Oh yeah, the lake was incredible. I ordered a pizza on the descent. I was like, hello! Can I? Yeah, they were like, I can't really hear you. I was like, can I order a large margarita? I was like, Jeff, gluten free. And they were like, no. I was like, okay, no worries. And it's ready. I just turned up. I just have to get some cash. That's amazing. I haven't actually looked at the tracker or anything yet. But whenever I see someone ahead, I'm like, ugh. No, I'm trying to be good. Trying to keep the heart rate down.
What is that?
It's my.
I don't want to know what that's for.
Where did you just get that from? Wait, like,
I think you've just got it out the ground.
Everything we eat,
dug it up.
Everything looks like
covered in more.
It is really dirty, actually. It's a bit hairy as well. But it is a bit dirty. Maybe I'll wash it.
The race heads north through Galloway Forest Park and into the Highlands true and proper. The majestic scenery and harsh, unforgiving weather creating the stories of the Pan Celtic Race 2024.
Morning.
I hated it in 2019, and I hate it now.
Why?
It's slow, it's painful. I've been doing it for hours. I pedal downhill as well as going uphill. It's just endless.
Do you know what? I'll tell you something. I didn't make the route.
Well, point me to the right person.
Matt Ryan.
Right. Well, he's lucky because right now there were no toads. If there were toads, he'd have woken up with them in his pants. That would be the only way it could have been bloody worse. All I want right now is a cafe, a bakery, or a pub. I was always here to race it. Like, it's always been my thing with ultras. So I think as I've gotten older, not that I think myself as old, I've sort of come to understand that actually there's definitely an element of coming here to enjoy being with people. But I enjoy both by racing it and still chatting to people and meeting people and all this kind of thing. And the social element is a massive thing, but no, it's for racing for me that gives me something I can't get elsewhere. So yeah, it was always a race, and yeah, I don't know if they know they're racing it or not, but as far as I'm concerned, everyone's racing it. So.
As the race passes over Rest and Be Thankful and heads through the picturesque town of Eire, Alex Boswell can wait no longer and makes his move to push on and put a distance between himself and the chasing Craig Nielsen. The importance of winning the Magnum Opus finally becoming clear.
I passed Craig earlier. I wasn't really expecting to, and he was looking quite uncomfortable. So I kind of thought, well, I'm not. Let's do a little dig. I'm feeling like I might make a bit of a play for something. It's either something that Craig won't follow, or if he does, he might regret it.
It was at this point that we as race organisers felt the magnitude of this race. The last in the series, the Magnum Opus year, 5 years of racing culminating here. And it was now obvious how badly people wanted this win.
I think I'd love to win the MO, because that's sort of the champions of champions, if you will. Pinnacle. A pinnacle, yeah.
Our most competitive year had sparked well and truly into life, and there was a fire in the belly of the riders we'd never seen up until this point. The tension was palpable.
It's that balance between getting enough sleep and not being so sleepy your speed is going down or you're falling into the ditch. I know there's another girl in front. I think I'm third lady at the moment looking at the map. Yeah, there's another lady in between me and Rachel. So yeah, that'd be nice to be ahead of her tonight.
No, but I just feel like so unbelievably emotional doing it. Like, you know, having this much time to yourself is not something you get in life. And I think, you know, it's just really important for happiness, I feel, to be able to go away, not see anybody, sit with your own thoughts for a bit. So yeah, so I love it, and it's the only time I sort of will just have a little cry, and it's not sad, it's not, you know, it's not coming from a place of being broken, it's coming from a place of just finding something in myself that I didn't know was there before. So yeah.
With the race rounded the Mull of Kintyre and once again rallying north, our clan of 24 would face the challenge of several timely ferry crossings. Firstly onto the Isle of Mull, where rugged beauty meets barren chewed landscapes and nature takes centre stage. Then back onto mainland Scotland and the undisturbed and remote Ardnamurchan Peninsula before a second set of crossings on and off the Isle of Skye. This is where the race could be won or lost.
I don't know if I'm meant to tell you, but for like your insurance, but I had another crash with a sheep before. Just ran out in the road and I touched the front brake and the bike just went. Anyway, my derailleur is like, I've got about 5 gears that actually work. And I broke my phone, so I haven't had anything all day. Okay. Anyways, Josh has just realised he might not have a ferry, so he's in having a panic now. We didn't book one.
With the front of the ultra race changing hands often, we see Dave Scott resting at night and relinquishing his lead to Josh Reed, who rides for longer hours. Dave, riding faster than anyone else, recaptures the lead during the day, and a pattern begins to emerge as we see the pros and cons and their differing strategies playing out.
I need to do some sweet talking. Like, every ferry is like being creamed out. Hopefully there's someone nice at the desk.
So you not got ferry booked?
I didn't know which one I was going to make, so I just like didn't want to risk booking one. In hindsight, I probably should have just booked one. It'd be so demoralising if after all this I'm stuck in, but there's no ferries in the morning either. I think the soonest one I can book is like 11. I think Dave got hit by a sheep. Every time he comes up to me, he always has a new story on how he fell off.
How's it been riding next to him?
Oh, he's so strong. He's like a natural born hill climber.
Dave and Josh, leapfrogging constantly, would join one another and cross onto Mull together. Their race would continue to excite. However, Dave's strategy looked to be paying dividends.
Obviously, it seems like it's between you and Dave now. Are you formulating a plan?
I don't know. Usually I'd say go on the hills, but Dave's strong on the hills. I don't know. But he broke his phone crashing with a sheep today. So he can't see on the tracker. So I need to be able to get away with him without him noticing. And then he doesn't have a clue where I am.
Bear in mind, he's not slept and he goes slower than me. You know, if he's averaging 13, I don't think 200k at 13 mile an hour takes a long time. So I've basically been basing my strategy off marking him the whole time. Letting him kind of just
beast himself.
Yeah. And then just make sure I'm at the right place at the right time.
And reel him back in.
Rachel Nolan continued to push everyone around her, maintaining a top 10 position and holding the commanding lead over the women's field, with Kirsty Bramley and Kellyanne making up the podium position.
I got food poison 2 days ago, so spent 24 hours not eating. But yeah, feeling good now. Eating a little bit and yeah, enjoying the cooler weather as well.
On the Magnum Opus, Alex's attack following the descent of Rest and Be Thankful was proving to be decisive, as he was able to push on to catch the last evening ferry onto Mull, arriving just 15 minutes before its departure.
It was very close call. It's like riding up to the boat. Come on.
So you've been grafting all day for it?
Well, no, but all afternoon, yeah.
Yeah, all afternoon.
Yeah.
How do you feel for it now? Good.
I feel pretty knackered actually. So I'm going to get some sleep in a minute.
Oh, good.
In terms of Craig, it really does depend how long he takes to get here tomorrow. Because I suspect, like me, he'll underestimate how difficult that last section is. Because that was tough.
This meant that he'd be able to rest before catching his next ferry and further enhancing Alex's lead over Craig, who'd have to wait to catch his ferry the following morning, costing Craig time and putting him into a panic. Once more, the early Herculean efforts of Craig's Magnum Opus first leg appearing to be taking their toll.
I'm doing. Yeah, not bad. Can't stop for long. I've got a 4 o'clock ferry.
That's fine.
You want to be on Skye tomorrow. Everything is going off between 10 and 7. It's going to be a proper full-on race.
Ding dong.
Yeah.
Why? Have you got time to explain?
So, if Alex gets morning ferry, and I get the evening ferry, I lose 9 hours. If I don't get the evening ferry, I have to wait until the morning ferry, I lose 24 hours. Alex has won. So I've got to get that evening ferry. There's also at least 2 other guys I was talking to over here who've got their reasons for doing it as well. Anyway, I'm going to crack on. So,
what's the deal with the
that. So, you know how sometimes your leg warmers rub?
Yeah. Is that what that is?
Sort it out, don't leave it alone for 2 days.
Having nothing on there will do it good though, won't it?
Yeah, well, it does until I put some leggings on this morning to go on the ferry and took them off and as the whole scab came off. So it's nice and clean now anyway. It's been intentionally waxed this morning. But if you see my little dot sat up by the ferry terminal at 4:10, feel free to keep your company for 2 hours.
Go get some. The women's Magnum Opus race saw Taylor lose more ground while fixing her mobile phone issue, allowing Simone Eire to challenge for the overall lead. Things were hotting up across the entire field.
So what position are you sitting in at the moment?
I have no idea, actually.
I've been
There's such a mess with people switching to short routes. And
also been offering a lot of participants.
No idea.
Why are you not bothering to check?
No, I only checked Taylor.
You only checked Taylor, huh?
The other ones have no idea.
Just Taylor. What is your strategy to beat her?
Keep pedaling.
Keep pedaling, yeah.
But it was hard. I was so tired.
Thanks so much.
So slow. So riding on the right side.
Yeah.
Stopping.
The Isle of Skye has strong links with clan battles throughout the ages, echoing through time, and it would once again prove to be the rugged coastlines and mountainous terrain of Skye that would see the clan battle of the Pan Celtic Race 24 take its biggest turn. Chris McNaughton had finally pushed himself into contention with a huge ride that joined him up with the race leaders on Skye, allowing for an action-packed penultimate day.
So do you think you can stay in contention tomorrow, do you reckon?
I don't know, that was never really the plan. I just wanted to consolidate 4th, but apparently I'm now somewhat in contention for maybe a little better than that. We'll see how we get on. Ride for a few more hours, see how the evening goes, see what the weather does, and hopefully making myself into a good position for tomorrow morning. Try and get that first ferry back off the island. Whether or not I'll have the legs tomorrow is another matter though. I feel like I've had to make up quite a lot of ground today. Yeah, making that ferry was absolutely key. Yeah, that's why I was in such a rush this morning.
Yeah, I think it's got everybody like, fuck, Chris is in contention.
In a race of this magnitude, it's prudent to keep pushing forward no matter what. Anything could happen to those ahead of you, allowing you to gain places in the overall standings. Josh Reed would succumb to knee pain that meant keeping up with that relentless pace set by Dave Scott was no longer feasible.
I almost just fully stacked it. Bit wobbly on the feet. I was not a happy bunny when my knee was playing up. It took me I couldn't climb. My lungs were fine, but I was just I literally couldn't stand out the saddle. And when you've been ridden 1,000 miles in like 4 days. You kind of need to be out the saddle. It's a bit painful to be sitting on the saddle the whole climb. Brr. Right. I might, to be honest, I might turn around if my knee is bad.
So Taylor, what's the current situation with the Magnum Opus Women's?
Current situation is I can still finish within a time frame behind Simone. That means that my Kernow performance puts me in front of her. If I get to the next ferry before 4, which is the last one, I'll be all right.
Amazing. How's that feel?
Yeah, it feels good because it's not. I don't have to brake myself. I've kind of already done that. I just have to keep pedaling. I had a wobble yesterday for sure. I was feeling rough, and just the sleep deprivation was messing with me. But as long as the weather stays like this and I just keep moving forward, should all pay off. I'm excited.
So, do you know how you're doing with the Magnum Opus Women's?
Yeah, I know Taylor gets the ferry. I hope she missed it, but it was quite tight. So I think we will meet at Skye.
Yeah?
Probably.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, it's a little bit of a bummer because if she missed it, it would be my only chance to win. So now it's gone because she has 18 hours.
Alex Boswell performed the perfect ride, with each of his ferry crossings lining up perfectly, allowing him to catch the last ferry onto Skye, crucially leaving Craig Nielsen behind and effectively winning Alex the Magnum Opus, providing he could lap the island through the night and catch the first ferry early the next morning. Craig becomes obsessed with watching Alex's dot and the race unfolding before his very eyes.
I'm absolutely glued to his track because I looked this morning, I was like, oh, it's marginal, and I just do the maths again, and it's like, it's less marginal, so
what are you thinking about today then?
Punctures, I'd like a lot of them for him, ideally.
What about yourself? You've so fixated on Boswell.
I don't even matter at this point. I am completely out of the story.
No, well, you've got a day's head start.
I've got a day's head start, but that goes almost immediately. Because he gets to the ferry, I am one behind him, and I'm 15 hours behind him then. In the meantime, I might buy all the tickets to the 7:25 ferry just in case. That's publicly available.
Ruthless.
So, if he's going to make ruthless moves, I'm going to make ruthless moves.
Craig Nielsen was once again applying the maths to calculate what it all meant and what he'd now need to do to claim that crown he so desperately wanted. All Alex needed to do at this point was to lap the island through the night and catch the first ferry off Skye. But the drama of previous years would once again catch up with Alex as he found himself wanting at a pivotal moment in the Magnum Opus race. The efforts of the past week, those long days at high tempo, proving too much this time around. He too needed to rest. The early morning ferry a crossing too far.
Who's worried about you?
What, yesterday when I slowed down?
Who's expecting to see you blitz around the
Skye last
Yeah,
night.
so was I.
Yeah.
Because I went to the hostel and checked in and thought, you know, I'll blitz around 10 hours, back for a few hours, get up there for the first ferry. But I just completely didn't have any legs, just had nothing to give.
Meanwhile, in the ultra race, Dave Scott, having had a full night's rest and a good breakfast, headed to catch the ferry from Skye to Glenelg. Here he'd learn that his only rival for the past week had succumbed to injury.
There was part of me that wanted me to like go with them for a bit, and I was just like, no, be sensible, Josh. You've had a crack at it and your knee said no, so listen to your body. And yeah, I might get a spa hotel tonight. That could be nice. Have a proper sleep. Like, I've not really been sleeping much, because that's kind of my tactic, is lack of sleep and kind of just keep on going and not stopping too much. So it might be nice to just like relax and enjoy where we are. We're in Scotland, we're going up Bealach in a bit, and yeah, it's a pretty special part of the world. It's nice to be spending it with the short people and see a different perspective of the race. It's not all about the front end, it's everyone included in the whole race. Like, everyone's on their own, all on their own journey, and you don't know what pain people are going through, and everyone's pushing to the limits, and it's good to see.
Scotland hadn't finished with our clan of 2024, and the almighty Bealach stood before them and a final sprint across the country to Inverness. The race was still not run, with Chris McNaughton also arriving to throw a major spanner in his works. Dave, having no phone, had no measure of Chris or what he was capable of. Dave had not seen him out on the road up until this point. The final stage would indeed live up to its billing.
The end's in sight, which is always a nice thing. Pretty tired though, because it was a decent start on Skye. So, got about 114k to go. And I've done, oh hang on, where are we? 330 already. It's going to be a big day. But
that is a big day.
Cracks a bit after Applecross. Like, coming down, got really cold, had to stop for some food and a hot drink. And then that next section just absolutely ground to a halt. But seems to have come out the other side now. So just trying to eat lots and keep tapping away.
Chris briefly takes the overall lead as Dave strategically hides his bike while stopping for resupply. Another tactic in not affording his rival any small advantage. Chris would continue to ride toward the finish, not knowing where Dave was, giving Dave the opportunity to follow Chris for a while and give him and his riding style the once over. Crafty bastard.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, fine. Feel good. Just want to get a beer. Am I at the front?
I'll be telling.
I think I am. I don't know. I just want to get done. Tired, I know I've got this hill and 2 more to do.
In the final miles of the Pan Celtic Ultra 2024, Dave Scott would show just how talented a rider he is. Looking comfortable and strong as he rode into the finish in Inverness with an outstanding time of 5 days, 15 hours and 36 minutes. A huge win on his 3rd attempt, and a win well deserved from a rider who rested properly throughout, proving that excellent planning and good rest can pay dividends in the world of ultra-distance racing. Chris McNaughton crossed the line just a couple of hours behind in second place. Another unbelievable ride.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
The Magnum Opus race was the culmination of 5 years travelling each Celtic nation en route to this, our final instalment.
I mean, it's been amazing. It's been intense. It's been epic. It's been fantastic. All those things. I need a beer.
Having ridden approximately 2,500 miles over the past week, Alex Boswell crossed the finish line first. But it would be Craig Nilsson with a lower total aggregate time who would take the overall win in the men's Magnum Opus 2024.
Yeah, that's what I got there. That's the important bit. Yeah.
Save your ride, yeah.
And you.
Craig's mind-boggling time of 6 days, 8 hours and 27 minutes would beat Alex's time of 6 days, 11 hours and 17 minutes.
Yeah.
Otherwise you'll end up getting changed, going downtown, having a pint.
You can add an extra day to his time if you want.
No rush getting your brevet card out.
Yeah.
No rush.
Have a sleep
No rush.
first, yeah.
Just go and chill out.
We'll clean the bike. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the river.
Yeah, it was a hell of a ride, though, dude.
Cheers, man. Likewise.
Yeah, cheers.
I was not expecting you to make it off Skye.
No, I wasn't either.
I was like,
I wasn't sure it'd make it to Isle of Man.
neither was I, to be honest.
I've basically been running a consistent strategy of do something that no one thinks you can do, just.
Rachel Nolan finished 6th place overall and first in the Women's Ultra Race 2024 with an outstanding time of 6 days, 9 hours and 4 minutes.
Were you watching the dots at all, or were you
No.
just singing along?
I didn't have a clue where the dots were. No, I try not to take out the phone.
Kellyanne Spate followed in a time of 7 days, 16 hours and 28 minutes to take second place in the women's field overall.
Happy to be finished.
I'm glad we finished. That was a long 50k at the end.
I'm so cooked,
Yeah.
but I'm so happy to be up here.
Honestly, I'm gonna have to thank Simone for this race. If she wasn't here, I wouldn't have had the race that I had. It's so awesome. She's so strong, and I knew that the only way that I could really race her, because she's such a strong rider, was to gamble at the beginning.
Despite having had to overcome many obstacles, Taylor Doyle's decision to start the latest, like Craig, proved instrumental as she claimed the overall Magnum Opus women's crown, beating Simone Eire into second place. Taylor finished the 2,500 mile race in a time of 13 days, 1 hour and 35 minutes. Simone the Rocket Eire finished in second place with an accumulated time of 13 days, 9 hours and 9 minutes. We'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate all of our riders. 2024 was the year that saw so many individual races happening, with the most competitive field to date. It was an absolute pleasure to be a part of and to be able to watch firsthand the extraordinary exploits of such incredible yet humble people we're proud to be able to call our friends.
I will love you always.
It's day one, drilling strong.
I can't scratch after running 5 fucking miles.
No. I will love you always.
Man's on road! I'll see you the other side of
the morning birds come calling. Sure as falling rain.
Hey Matt, it's Tuesday morning. Wednesday morning. Wednesday. Well, I missed 24 hours at that bloody checkpoint.
Eve just rides me like a horse because she's got a lot wider track. That was terrible.
Not yet awakened. This feeling would stay.
Makes me excited.
Always.
Thank you.
Rolling and action.
It's not just about right now. I'm looking at his nipples and it's making me off.
I'm not going any further than that.